that I would experience so much pain. I didn't even know, I had no idea that it was possible to even experience this much pain and loss in one single lifetime. But it is. And somehow I'm still not bitter. I'm fucking. There's just no words to describe how much pain and loneliness I feel inside. Okay, so I'm not telling anyone this because I want you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling anyone watching this what I'm telling you so that you can know that whatever the fuck you're going through, you can fucking do it. Like, I got your back, bro. I fucking got your back. We got this shit. Don't fucking give up. There's more. There's fucking more to what's going on than what it looks and feels like right here, right now. I never felt okay when I was small. When I was born, I was shaken up, pushed down on in my crib, shaking, like just fucked the fuck up when I was little bitty. The shit that my parents did was just horrific when I was really, really little, 3, 4, and all before then. It was really bad, and my mom got away from my dad, and so pretty much she met another man, and pretty much from like 4 to 10 or something like that, this man that she met fucking beat the shit out of me. Just fucking beat me fucking senseless a lot. And like he fucked me up. My whole shit, like he was a big dude and I was a little bitty motherfucking kid. Nobody fucking listened to me. Nobody believed me. Nobody really even seemed to fucking care. I fucking did it. I made it through that shit. By 12, I'm not sure the age, but it was before I was 12. My sister, my younger sister, was getting fucking molested by my newest stepdad. Another fucking great guy, you know? Not the one that beat the shit out of me and stuff. No, but his daughter. He had 3 daughters with my mother while he was beating the shit out of me. His daughter was getting molested by my mother's new husband. And I got blamed for it. I got fucking kicked out of the house, sent to go live with my dad, which I had begged for a long time. I got sent to go live with him because my mom thought that I was the one fucking doing shit to my little sister. I'm not even gonna talk about what really fucking happened. Like, I've already said my piece with that shit. So, I went to go live with my dad, and luckily, my dad had recently followed a woman home that he thought was pretty. I think that's a motherfucking red flag, but he followed her home from a red light, and they fell in love. And she happened to work for a place where they counsel and go to court for like sexually abused children, all kinds of abuse and shit, really, not just sexually. And so he met her not very long before I got kicked out of my mom's and forced to move in with him. Golly, my timelines are all fucked up. It's really weird. I'm having trouble remembering this shit right this minute, the way that it happened. But I know that I never did anything violent, and I never did anything illegal. But I ended up spending fucking 3 years in different juvenile detention centers and fucking programs and boot camps and shit, some of which were fucking horrifically abusive. Because everyone thought I had fucking problems. My only fucking problems were all the fucking crazy ass adults in my fucking life. They couldn't get their fucking shit together and stop focusing on their fucking self for long enough to figure out what the fuck was actually going on. So, I did all that time in those fucking horrible places. The last one that I was in, I couldn't take it anymore. So I stopped doing anything they asked. I refused to do anything and fucking everything because it was so bad. And I was standing up for myself and everybody else by fucking them and not doing shit. And that was a scary thing to do there. This was a really scary place. Like, they fucking tortured me. They fucking tortured me at 17 in Teen Challenge in Bonifay, motherfucking Florida. I fucking hope. Whatever. I'm over that shit. Fucking tortured me there at 17 years old. They tortured me and tortured me and tortured me. For about 3 weeks, I underwent some pretty serious torture. And then finally one day, in the middle of the day, all of a sudden, they took everybody else out of the barracks. I was laying on the floor and had been laying on the floor with my hands behind my back and my feet in the air, basically hogtied without actual rope. They just made me keep my hands and feet behind my back. So, and laying my face on the floor. And then they took everybody else out of there, and all of a sudden I got escorted out the back door, taken back to Dothan, put back in the diversion center, the detention center in my hometown, and I'm 17 years old, so I'm like, fuck this shit, dude. I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I joined the goddamn military to get the fuck away from all these crazy ass motherfuckers so I don't have to fucking spend no more time in goddamn jail for some shit I ain't even fucking done. So, I joined the military. I went in and talked to the recruiter. I had to go to the recruiter and fucking get taken from the diversion center, like, to go up there and talk to one. So they take me as a child and recruit me into the goddamn military to help get me out of this trouble for some shit that I didn't even do. And they made it sound like it was going to be this and that. I was going to be able to have my school paid for and all this other shit. I didn't have to worry about fucking just getting sent off to war right now or nothing like that. I was a fucking child. I didn't know any better. I just wanted to get the fuck out of this bullshit. So I signed the fuck up. Did amazing because basic training was a fucking cakewalk compared to the abusive bitch ass place I had just come out of. That place was way fucking harder than basic training. And so by the time I got to my AIT classes, I got promoted twice because I was just fucking killing it. I was great at boot camp, military ass, discipline ass shit. Because I was a good kid. I was a good kid with a good heart. I was strong as fuck, resilient, fucking amazing, and just ready to fucking take on the world and whatever it had for me. But I just kept getting fucked over and over again. And the military did that fucking shit too. Because they were just going to send me to fucking Afghanistan as soon as I got done at AIT. And I said, fuck no. So I got in an argument with the first sergeant and all kinds of other shit. And they kicked me out. And I said, good fucking riddance. Went back home. My family, I mean, they're just so fucking disappointed in all this shit. And I'd done forgotten about a lot of the shit that I'd gone through because I just kept having one trauma after another. It was just stacked on top of each other. I wasn't thinking about what had been happening to me since I was little bitty. I'm just thinking at this point that I'm just a fucking shitty ass person and that I deserve all this shit. And that I deserve for them to be treating me like I'd fucking done something wrong because I couldn't even fucking make it in the goddamn military. Just making sure my camera's still going. So I started drinking and taking ecstasy and shit and cough syrup and whatever else. I met my first wife. I was 18. I turned 18 while I was in basic training. She was 17, still in high school. She fell head over head in love with me, and I had no fucking idea how to treat a person because my family had always treated me like fucking shit. They put on these masks and make it look like they're sweet and nice and fucking whatever, but they fucking treated me like shit, and they treat people like shit. And they put on these fucking little Sunday school masks, but when they take them motherfuckers off, they're fucking monsters. And they don't know how to have real relationships or how to treat people. So I didn't know how to fucking treat a person. So I treated her not great. Like, I loved her to the best I knew how. I loved her the way that I had seen. And that wasn't good. And I had 2 beautiful daughters with her. And it would have been great if I could have done a better job with all of that. But it happened the way that it happened. And I ended up leaving her after several years because I learned and I grew. And I realized that she deserved better than me. Better than what I was doing to her. But it just fucking crushed her. Like, I just made her feel the way that I felt. Like, I felt like I wasn't fucking good enough for anybody ever. And then that's how I made her feel. And then that's how my kids felt because of that. before I was even divorced, I had all these plans to make this new life and to fucking make something of myself. And I met my next wife. And she latched onto me like a fucking narcissist. Way worse than anything I had encountered before. As far as, you know, before like my parents and shit. And so, I had years of fucking brutal abuse and just feeling like shit about myself, feeling like shit if I ever tried to leave her, and fucking getting lied to, and she'd do fucking drugs and shit behind my back, spend all the fucking money, fucking not come home, whatever the fuck it was at the time. But then making me feel like shit, and I'm sitting here fucking feeling like I'm crazy as fuck, literally just fucking losing my mind. So I have like a drug relapse where I end up back on fucking drugs and shit. And during my drug relapse, she's got a job that she's kept for the first time, like it's first job she's been able to like keep. Before that, she would just lose them one after another. And she had a good job while I was fucking up. Like, my anxiety was so fucking bad. I felt like I was crazy. Like, I was so fucking unhappy and just distraught in the whole situation. She has a job, and she just uses that shit to make me feel like the biggest fucking piece of shit. She made me wish I was dead so many motherfucking times. Like, the only reason I was still alive was because my kids did not deserve for me to die. It's like, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking just kill myself. Like, my kids don't need that. They don't fucking need that. So, there was no way I could do that to them. Well, eventually actually, I ate a shit ton of meth. I ate about an 8-ball of meth. And ended up, because I got pulled over and I had it and I just ate it all. I knew I was gonna die. But a few days later, however many days later, I woke up in the hospital and my wife wasn't coming to fucking get me or nothing. She didn't give a fuck. She fucking hated me. She wanted me to die. Like, she was looking forward to my death so that she could have something else to feel sorry about so she could do what she wanted to do. And probably get paid on top of that. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 98% sure that she pulled out a fucking life insurance policy on my ass and was trying to get me to fucking kill myself and shit. So, but I didn't fucking die, and she was fucking angry, and she would not come and get me from the hospital. So I walked home from the hospital that day to get my truck, because I wasn't living at home. She wouldn't let me live in my own house, and I watched myself walk home from above my body. However that worked, like, it was an interesting experience. And I ended up getting my shit together. I ended up getting sober. I got sober, and we were doing great as far as everything goes. But then my fucking stepmother dies of cancer. And it seemed so sudden. It seemed like it might come for a long time, but then just one day, bloop, she was gone. that shit rocked my family. Like, they were already dysfunctional as fuck. My whole fucking family dysfunctional as fuck. But when she died, she was like the one functional person that was trying to like fucking hold all this shit together or whatever, and protect all the kids and make sure that all the kids were loved and taken care of. And thank God for her. She was amazing. So she died. I really fucking turned into a rock after that in the best way. Like, I was like, I fucking got this for my kids. I fucking got this. She's gone. Like, they need somebody to be an emotional fucking rock. And that was me. Still fucking is. So then I had a spiritual awakening where a bunch of more crazy shit happened. A bunch of shit collided, like, fucking clicked into place in my brain. Like, my brain and nervous system upgraded like a motherfucker after I got suicidal for a moment. I just was tired of being on that hamster wheel, and I didn't want to fucking die. You know, I didn't want to do that shit to my kids, but God, it was bad. It was fucking bad. And I hit my knees and cried, and that's when the spiritual awakening happened, and my brain was like, and I was like, oh, there is more. Like, oh shit, I did come here for more. Like, oh shit, this is not real life. This is not what life is all about. And so we were going to church at the time. I was studying my Bible and meditating on it every morning and all kinds of other shit. And so I was getting messages from what I thought was the Holy Spirit, or what some people call the Holy Spirit, and it was just Spirit. But Spirit was telling me to quit my job, and my wife, I tried to talk to her about it for months, and she was like, you quit your fucking job, and we're getting a divorce. And so I kept trying to bring it up to her, because this voice was adamant, like, you need to focus on healing right now. And I had no idea what the fuck that even meant. I didn't even realize that I had all this trauma stuck in my body. Like, I had no fucking idea what was going on. But that's why I needed to quit my job, was to fucking focus on what was going on in my body, because I had 32 motherfucking years of trauma just compiled in here while I was just like trying to fucking do the same shit every day and hold everything together. So she flipped her shit when I finally stood up. When I finally did it, I couldn't. I was crying at work. I was crying under houses. I was crying in attics. I was crying in my work van. I was fucking putting in toilets, crying. And I couldn't do it no more, and I quit my job. And she did want a divorce, and that shit did not get pretty. I stayed very calm and collected the whole time, because I had been meditating like a motherfucker. I didn't even really know what meditating really was. I was just staying centered and calm, not listening to all the crazy thoughts that would come in my head, and listening to these beautiful frequencies and stuff that were upgrading. It said they were upgrading my nervous system and all kinds of shit, and trauma releasing. I didn't even know that any of that was like really real. I was just doing it to stay sane. Hell yeah. So man, then I ended up, my whole fucking family just abandoned me like I was trash. But fucking everybody, dude. I lost everybody. And they kept, I ended up homeless. They left me to die out in the freezing fucking cold. I ended up homeless for a little while, hours away from where I live. I don't feel like going into all the details about all that, but I lived in the woods there and was guided by my ancestors, and really came into my shamanic roots, living in the woods in Florence, Alabama. I started fasting more hardcore. Like my life was just fucking transformed. I gave everything to spirit and to my higher self because I lost everything in this life. And then I came back, went through a bunch more crazy shit. My ex-wife, she continued to try to have me locked away and like put away like I was crazy or in jail or killed. Like she was fucking on it. She wanted me fucking gone, dead, like anything. But I made it through all that shit, and she got a lot of karma for the things she did, like a lot. And I didn't do fucking shit. I just watched and prayed and kept doing what I was doing in love. And then I ended up back in my house. She left with some guy. She ended up getting fucking pregnant in no time and then almost dying. She almost died a lot because she did a lot of stupid ass shit. And then I met the most amazing woman I ever met thus far. Her name was Lori. And then my son was pretty much staying with us. And then my ex-wife just snatched him up real sneaky like and took off to live with her parents in Georgia. And I don't have like I didn't, it was just a hellacious situation. But I lived with Lori and her two daughters for over a year. And they're gone now. And it's just me and my dog again. And God, good God, motherfucking good. The fucking pain and loneliness is ferocious. But I'm still fucking here. I came to this fucking planet to change everything. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving up. I'm not fucking giving up. I came here for this shit. I don't know anyone else who could take all this shit, what I've been through, and be okay. I don't fucking, I wouldn't wish this shit on fucking nobody. But I got it. I mean, I obviously chose to do it because I knew that I could do it in this vessel. I'm ready for what's mine, though. I took on everything I took on because I knew that I would be able to jump in to everything the way that it was. Like, picture water moving in one direction, like a current under the water in the ocean. Well, like I'm in this current and I just fucking, and I'm literally changing everything because of my decisions and my heart and the way that I've reacted to all the things that have happened to me. Like, every fucking thing is changing from right here. I'm glad to have you guys here with me on this healing journey. You can do this, beautiful souls.